process. This is the only conclusion I think from our experience.
Thank you for that. May I ask Mr. Krishnan a question about the other side of foundry industry, which is not using a molding machine for making their molds, which are usually making very large casting?
The trend earlier days was also with green sand to make bigger castings. Somebody was using a cement mold. Any type of mold can be made, but it's had its own limitations. So Mr. Kamdar is with me. He will be also supporting me. The smaller castings were started to be made with jolt squeeze machines, which is still extensively used, and they make good castings. The next trend became for the slightly bigger casting or the smaller casting in larger numbers, you get into the so-called high pressure molding. That itself is a generic term. When you have a squeeze force of 100 psi and above, it was called a high pressure molding. Today it is 10 kg per centimeter square. When only the squeezing force is deciding whether it is a high pressure molding. But in all these cases, you need a pre-compaction, which is done by a jolting or a air impact, air impulse, whatever process you have a pre-compaction. It has got a limitation. This may be the largest high pressure molding line, may be something like 3 meters by 2 meters, and then the investment is too high. And there is no casting needing 500 pieces an hour or 200 pieces an hour of this size. So the trend has then changed on from anything above 100, 150 kg. Is when quantity is not large, the trend is to make it in chemically bonded sand. Moving from green sand molding is a chemically bonded sand. It gives the mold stronger than what you get from in a high pressure molding. It will have a coating, you have a better surface finish. The defects are much lower. So all the larger, medium size and larger castings are today done in no-bake molding or chemically bonded. And especially somebody was asking from Emerson, the steel castings is 90% will be today done on a chemically bonded process. So you have people say no-bake molding, it has got a mixer which mix sand with the chemical resin, and you drop the sand onto a mold, wait for some time, then it gets cured, then you strip the pattern, then the cope and drag, you have a core setting, closing it, it takes some time for curing. But all these chemically bonded sand, the best productivity possible, if you do not do any external setting, hot air setting, it will be something like 50 to 60 moles an hour. It cannot go beyond that. But generally, a 20 moles per hour mold size can be as big as 10 meters or 12 meters by 2 meters. These are all today ideally done in a chemically bonded sand. And there will be, this is in an automated plant. There are chemically bonded sand can be done in an automated way or in a typical floor molding or pit molding where you have a 100-ton casting, 50 tons casting. Then also it is done, most of the cases it is done in a chemically bonded, because after that you can reclaim the sand and use it again for mold making.
Thank you for that.